Hey, what's up, car shipping rock stars? It's your girl Ashley from relogeek.com. And on today's episode, we're talking auto transport broker, auto transport carrier, or both. Now, I know we've covered this in previous videos, but I got an email today and I wanted to answer it. So I decided to create a podcast for those of you who may not have heard those videos or heard about the podcast from before. So let's get into it. Today, Gary writes, "Hey Ashley, I was looking into the requirements for becoming an auto transport carrier and ran into all your helpful information and realized what I really wanted was to be a broker and transport carrier as well. I noticed you have done both. Would you recommend doing one before the other or see any reason against this? Hopefully I hear from you or your company soon." Well, Gary, today's your lucky day because I'm going to answer that on this podcast. Now, yes, I have done both. People always ask, do I recommend doing one before the other? And I always answer the same answer every single time, and it hasn't changed thus far. At this current time, I say, yes, I recommend doing one before the other. Now, the one that you choose is really up to you. If it was me and I had to pick the perfect life for you, I would tell you to become a broker first and then get into car hauling. And the reason being is because once you get into car hauling, it's pretty difficult for you to manage the day-to-day operations, plus run the truck, plus keep up with all the requirements that you need to do in order to have a successful car hauling business. And then to try to add brokering on top of it, I just don't see you having enough time unless you put drivers in. And it's a whole big process. Plus, the upfront commitment with car hauling is a lot higher than the upfront commitment with brokering. And because most people I know are not financially, I guess the word is not financially, they don't have a lot of capital to start with, then I always suggest that in that case, start the brokering business because at least you're not going into debt. With the car hauling business, most people aren't going to be able to buy a car hauler or car hauling equipment outright. So in that case, you're going to already be putting your business in debt before it even gets started. Whereas with brokering, you can save up your tax return money and start your business, or, you can take extra money that you make from your side gigs or your job and use it to, start your business without putting a lot into it. On average, not including the bond that you need for your brokering business, you're going to end up needing about $1,000 to $2,000 to start. Now, obviously, that depends on the software that you choose to use. That's also going to depend on how many leads per month you're buying, things like that. That number could go up higher, but most people can start the business with $1,000 to $2,000. That does not include your bond. Now, before you start any business, I always suggest that with the brokering business, you go and find out how much it's going to cost to get bonded. I have a list of companies that I recommend. Bonding is one of the companies on there, plus for different things of your business over at relogeek.com/resources. I'll leave the link below so you guys can go on over there and find out all the different companies I recommend for things like logo design. The course that you could get access to my course, I have Relo Academy links there as well, Haul and Hustle. And if you're starting the car hauling business first, then I highly recommend that you find out how much it's going to cost to get insured, because that is a big thing. I have a list of steps. I'll also include that link below that you can follow for free without buying my course. That would help you at least get a general idea of what you should be doing if you choose to go that route. Now, again, if I was choosing the ideal life for you, and what I tell everybody that asks me this question, if you're thinking about doing both, do brokering first. You can start your brokering business. It's easy to hire people to just run the sales aspect of the brokering business. It's pretty simple to train them once you know what you're doing. It's not a lot of capital to start, not a lot of overhead expenses. You can do it from your house. Always check with your local county and city to see if you require permits. In Florida, a lot of the homes are in HOAs, so you also have to check with them to make sure it's okay. It shouldn't have an issue because you're not having people come to your house. But as a disclaimer, definitely check first. But it's definitely a lot less money up front to start the brokering business. And then, it helps you learn the business because you're interacting with customers and you're interacting with car haulers as well. So that allows you to have an edge when you start your car hauling business because you've already had that experience. Now, if you're wondering my personal experience, I started the opposite way. I got into car hauling first. It wasn't intentional. It just kind of sort of happened. And then I started my brokering business after. But I leveraged the years of experience as a call hauler to help grow my brokering business. Plus, just being good at reading people and providing value that I talk about a lot. So Gary and everybody else out there that are asking this question, whether or not you should start a call hauler business, a brokering business, or both, and which one you should start first, that's my answer. I hope it helps you on your journey to becoming a business owner in the auto relocation industry. If you like this podcast, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos and podcasts like this one. If you guys have questions for me, head on over to relogeek.com/contact and leave your question there. I will try my best to answer the questions that I can. And as I see fit, and if not, leave your questions in the comments below as well, and I'll try to go through and answer them as best as possible. I'm Ashley from relogeek.com. Now get out there and make moves happen. I will talk to you guys in the next podcast or video.